Everyone, thanks for joining me today. I am attorney Jamila Little, and in this video, I am going to be discussing with you SB1 Returning Resident Visas. So I will put a link to another video I did which discussed residents or LPRs who are stuck outside the United States and unable to travel back to the US due to COVID-19 issues. In this video, as I promised, I'm going to be talking with regards to SB1 Returning Residents Visas for those LPRs who have been stuck outside the US for more than a year. This may be something that they can actually apply for at their consular post. So stick around, we'll be talking some more about it in this video. As I mentioned in the other video with regards to people who are stuck outside the United States or LPR stuck outside the United States, the best thing that you can do if you know you're going to be stuck or leaving the United States for a long time and you're an LPR or a lawful permanent resident is to get a re-entry permit. That's going to be the best thing to do beforehand. Now, if you're already outside the US and you were not able to get a re-entry permit before you left or not able to apply for it before you left, and it's been over a year, consider applying for the SB1 visa. In order to apply for the SB1 Returning Residence Visa, you will have to complete Form DS-117, and this is an application that is done at your local consulate office. Again, the criteria you will have to show to the consulate officer is that you had not relinquished or given up your permanent resident status. So they will be looking at your application on a case-by-case basis to show that you have strong ties to the US and additional criteria, again, that was covered in a prior video that I will link to in this video. This application actually has to be reviewed by 2 consular officers, so keep that in mind as you do your application. And sometimes it tends to be post-specific in terms of whether or not you get an approval, which may seem unfair, but the consulate officers are given broad autonomy to decide, like I said, on a case-by-case basis, which cases they will approve and which they would not. For some officers, 2 years outside the United States is really an automatic denial. At some other posts, they may say 5 years. So it really does depend on where you're going to be applying for your SB1 visa. But regardless of where you are applying, you want to make sure that you have evidence that you did not relinquish or give up your permanent resident status. That's going to be the key in order to gain an approval. So you certainly want to show that you have your taxes done, you have ties to the United States, family ties, possibly a job, showing that you actually tried to come back to the US, buy canceled tickets that you may have, cancel airline tickets, and that you have physical property. So if you have a home, some land here in the US, that would also be helpful. In terms of abandonment, the consular officer will also consider whether or not there were long periods, but even before this current long period where the LPR was outside of the United States for long periods of time prior to them being out for over a year. In addition to that, things like being employed outside of the United States in your home country, starting a family, so you have strong family ties in your home country outside of the United States, failure to file your taxes, showing that you would have sold or disposed of all your property here in the United States prior to leaving. Those are also factors that can negatively impact your application. For fees and cost, as well as country-specific instructions, you want to take a look at the DOS website. And remember, these applications are adjudicated on a case-by-case basis, case-specific information, your specific information about why you are outside the United States. So if there is some reason, let's say there was medical issues, again, and COVID really is a strong reason for some people as far as why they have been outside of the United States, maybe stuck outside the United States, since some countries have closed their borders and are not allowing people to leave, or you have to have permission to leave. So these cases are looked at on a case-by-case basis. Your job would really be to show that you have the evidence to prove you have not abandoned your status. All right. Thanks again for watching, guys. Again, like, subscribe, share, and be sure to share this video with someone who it may be helpful to. I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.